time when the colors are passing in honor the colors. kwa mwendo wa nane. Sawa sawa. Tembea. Salam ya rais. Hekma. Badilisha kita. Kopia kichwani. Wananchi wa Uganda, wananchi wa Uganda na viva jeshi la ulinzi wa Uganda. Kopia kichwani. Tulia. Mheshimiwa Rais, huo ndio mwisho wa gwaride. Naomba kutoa bendera uwanjani, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Excellency, distinguished guests, let's put our hands together for the Kara Party for such a wonderful march they have done for us today. As you have heard, the parade commander asked for permission to march off the colors, and then after the parade will also march off, then we continue with the rest of the ceremonies. But thank you so much for what we are going through for now. Meanwhile, we could continue to enjoy the ceremonies of the moving of the national colors, the symbol of the independent Republic of Uganda. Thank you once again, the Karapati. Back to the parade command. Thank you so much, Parade Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Okol, for the wonderful parade you've exhibited today. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, let's put our hands together today.
Ikilakara noi ara ngolo de ke kamanda yo ngola ke ya ngolo adawa ke kobakin laka to ke ko loruk to zikenge teach ngiri ate mare be alo ke ya dan kuria loto mangi digeria e ya ke koba na kino e teach that also in the armed forces there is delegation, and then because there are some of us who fear delegation, if the army can do that, why don't we? Kilakara no commander e bunge zinaito kona lo munito ma tenia generals malakino dika generals dan kilakara.
As band is marching out, security extend the barricades so that the Wananchi get closer with the next session.
Your Excellency, sir, we would like to request that you allow us to present 2 items. You should also watch the dance of the Karamajo and the songs, and listen to their songs. So we have got 2 items, Your Excellency.
Iwani dada neni kia aloru de kama ikingita kinta iwana kikunyun toma alomun kotere aneda ngolororo re president opupete wani ngakironguna iwa itinda dan loye ngola alokide ngola aloto ngola alokuju ke yangitunge yakade no way ngulie yakade lo de magya kikunyutu yede dan kotere kirade bitengolororo re president itete pwede nini egwe akini ngawayani ni rani ni egwere woni neni takinta ngi gere adan kila kara
Now they are fighting.
Kidomo ya waya ni wani nyiki poto na bonege akiguruguro mam kidongo neni bei neni ya waya to wiake biti angola jokon ebe yana yele na bongi ngulu ya roko ngulu ane waya nen kirepete ngake kan lopuko yang luche kike munwa yonga rono nya ta kirepe ngakonikan loche ya ngini che tunganan Okay, I face them.
That you face them when you're
Okay. Era ngole group ngolo kama lu ngole boko ina order apolo ni ko the president e ponto ke danga ke talaka riyong yini akolo ngeti na ta merang na inketia na itike de tamto bali mun ke cheti ngolo itie te ke kera yong akapolo ni president yedi ngulu potunen mere krepe ngakan locho yang lu chetu ngewa de ngetunga ke kamu ne do ayong ke au ne do ayone ke rono ide bo yong poli do kan di gera we are telling them not to pickpocket Namalu sub-county, Nawada, and they are saying they are very appreciative for the work that you are doing daily to ensure that the citizens of Uganda, and especially the Karimojong, are also involved. You never become tired. For more than 40 years, you have always worked for us, and we are very grateful. Ikibala na itingi tungangulie ya lote muye, ngola alokwa potu dada ngarene. Iwan dada tunganguki ya lote mola alokwa paye. Potu dada ngarene.
Excellent, and this is a group of Nawada from Namadu. We are here. Or they need someone to translate for them.
Religious and cultural leaders, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Asiomasi Maume, a pupil of Lawrence Primary School. We have a poem on parish development model. But before we recite for you the poem, we have a simple letter. Numerous developments taking place homes. Our parents are full of nice all courtesies of PDF. Mr. President, we cannot have realized all that about development if each wasn't from our whistleblower, who is none other than our human MP. Also, stepping is there for gender, labor, and social development. Honorable Anyakunde Sadabina. So we appreciate you for having us. God at heart.
Your Excellency, those Wajukuu of yours are very, very smart. Your Excellency, at this juncture, I would like to request for your permission to invite Honorable Yomoki to continue with the program, the speeches.
We shall just summarize. We shall just summarize. Yeah. I'm saying we shall just summarize.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. As workers of this country, we continue being part of the celebration. Those who are here with us in the tent here, and also those who are following through the media. We are going to go to the session, Your Excellency, where we get the speeches of the partners, to partners, the workers and the employers, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, Wazukuru, because they are the future leaders of this country. So as you continue, Your Excellency, leading the country, we see you try so much to develop the younger generation, to give them a foundation so that our country continues in posterity. Your Excellency, among us here, Your Excellency, you want just to recognize some few top leaders of the workers, employers, and also, Your Excellency, honorable members of Parliament who have moved all the way from their constituencies to come and be part of this celebration. Among members of Parliament, Your Excellency, we have Honorable Rausaja Margaret, Member of Parliament for Workers, who is us. We thank you very much for coming. We have Honorable Aboli Agnes. We have Honorable Dr. Yakatonda Abudu, Member of Parliament for Workers. We have Honorable Alipero Margaret Achira, Woman Member of Parliament, Kotido. We have Honorable Twala Fadil, Member of Parliament for Tingei County, Sebei. We have Honorable Ropanga Hirale, Member of Parliament, Gia County. We have Honorable Rochap Peter, Member of Parliament, Bokola East. We have Honorable Remiogo Achia, Member of Parliament, Pian. We have Honorable Moses Alipel, Member of Parliament, Chekwi County. We have Honorable Betty Luke Cherain, Member of Parliament, Amudat. We have Honorable Sylvia Vike, Member of Parliament, Nabra 2 District. Your Excellency, we also have the worker leaders who are with us here. We have Brother John Okecho, Chairman General of COFTU. He will be later to give the speech on behalf of the workers later. We have Brother Wafana Nelson, who is the Treasurer General COFTU and also General Secretary of the Farm Union. We have Ms. Penina Tukamwesiga, who is the Deputy Secretary General COFTU, also General Secretary of the Union, and also representing workers on the NSSF board. We have Mr. Engula Geoffrey, Vice Chairman General COFTU, who is also General Secretary of Chemical Union. We have Mr. Erima Jackson, who is the General Secretary of Ulitu and the member of SEC. We have Mr. Moses Valeka, who is the General Secretary of the Drivers Union, and Ms. Achiro Beatrice, who is the Vice Chairman General of COFTU. Your Excellency, sir, we also have Brother Okero Moses Musa, who is the Chairman General of NOTU. We have Brother Bigiro Richard, who is the Secretary General NOTU, and also representing workers on the NSSF board. We have Sister Annette Virungi, who is the General Secretary of the Nurses Union, member of the NOTU board, but also representing workers on the NSSF board. And yesterday she was also raising a request to you, we submitted when we were there meeting you, that they have a nurses meeting or congress on 21st of May. Hassan, Mr. Okorongo John, Mr. Mukasa Henry, Birgemana Emmanuel, Abima Stephen, Mr. Kanyana Ezera, all of them are General Secretaries of unions under the National Organization of Trade Unions. Your Excellency, let me just quickly, before we go to the speeches, the leaders from the Federation of Uganda Employers. We have Mr. Fred Bamwesige, who is the chairperson of the Federation of Uganda Employers. We have Ms. Dorothy Semanda Kabagambe. Thank you very much. So, Your Excellency, at this juncture, I want to invite, because of time, I want to invite the Chairman General of the Central Organization of Free Trade Union, Mr. Brother John Okecho, to come and deliver the workers' speech. Brother John Okecho, you can come to the podium.
Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Tebuhabura Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Lord Chief Justice, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Your Excellency, union leaders, religious leaders, workers in all sectors of this country, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Salutations from all the working people. Your Excellency, before I move further, I wanted to greet my brothers and sisters standing around. My brothers from Nakapiripirit, Mata Juiji, Mata Kileng, Mata. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, I bring greetings from the working people of this country, on whose behalf I stand here on this special occasion under the auspice of the labor movement fraternity, represented by the Central Organization of Free Trade Unions and the National Organization of Trade Unions. We thank you for sparing time. Your Excellency, economic empowerment and development, our people are not human race, not tribal one. We thank you for your tirelessness and unending support rendered to us working people. And the people of this country at all times, we further appreciate you, Your Excellency, for your leadership to the people of Uganda, for your immense contribution in all ways to the development of our country, bringing the change that we all wish to see in Uganda and the world at large. And above all, celebrate this day. Today, Your Excellency, workers of Uganda join the rest of the world to commemorate this very historic day, the International Labor Day 2025. This day is globally recognized and celebrated to honor relentless contribution of the workers to the economic development and the betterment of the society. Workers play a vital role in developing the country. As such, they all deserve respect, decent work. As we mark this day, we pause to honor tireless effort, religious sacrifice of workers across Uganda and all over the world. Happy Labor Day, workers of Uganda. International Labor Week. Your Excellency, throughout the week, workers in collaboration with the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development and appropriate district, local government, social and development partners successfully undertook several activities to mark the International Week in this district and also in Kampala. Your Excellency, as workers, we thank you for the successful meeting with you that took place yesterday, and we are so grateful that almost we left the State House this morning. Can you imagine? We are now in Nakapiripirit. We thank God for that. Workers, clap for His Excellency. We want to confirm that we held a successful landmark meeting with you yesterday, 30th April 2025, and almost our issues have been sorted with the strategies put into place. Great things were agreed upon. We now leave it to your discretion to pronounce the execution and the conclusion of the meeting. You are subsequently requested that we follow up the meeting in June, and the workers appreciate and thank you for this historic milestone. Thank you, Your Excellency. The gains of the parish development model. Your Excellency, we continue to appreciate you for the effort triggered in the development of our country. Support to the parish development model. Since personally I was born, and I cannot hesitate to say thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this year's Labor Day theme consolidates on the gains of parish development model for increased productivity and inclusive job creation. Your Excellency, it is undeniable that parish development model is a well thought out approach for the country. I wish workers were around, they would clap for that. The testimony and success stories across the country are amazing, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, embedding voluntary savings in everyday transaction to build resilient Uganda. Social security remains cornerstone of any effort to build resilient, productive workforce as we consolidate the gains made over the years. We prioritize and expand access to social protection. Your Excellency, why are we bringing this? Your Excellency, we have made a lot of research in the area of schemes, including pensions, health security, workers' compensation programs. Your Excellency, in Uganda, we have over 22 million working citizens. Now, that's where we bring the issue that if 20 million Ugandans save just 100 a day, we shall realize 2 billion daily. So our call, Your Excellency, encourage Ugandans, encourage the nation, so that we start the issue of saving. Your Excellency, informal economy. As we gather here, Your Excellency, we recognized the valuable contribution of all workers across our nation, especially those in informal economy. This economy is not just a backbone of the economy. It is a home to millions of hard-working Ugandans striving for a better life, and we recognize that majority of them are hand to mouth. Your Excellency, we discussed many things the other day, but there is something that I wanted to add. Workers, Your Excellency, were represented on the board of MTAC. As I speak now, we are not there. BTVET, as I speak now, we are not there. Free zones at Ministry of Finance, right now, we are not there. We request for your intervention. Your Excellency, before I conclude, I cannot fail to thank you for the hard work in the area of regional integration. Your Excellency, as I stand here on behalf of the workers, we shall support you and make sure that that program is achieved. Your Excellency, recently you gave teachers 20 billion shillings. Your Excellency, teachers are really enjoying. And other leaders are also saying, Your Excellency, where are you? This is the cornerstone of prosperous society. And as we stand here at the crossroad of transformation, we must emphasize the necessity of transforming and the new curriculum model, competency-based. Our current education system has served as far as many years. Yet, the rapidly evolving global landscape demands that we equip our youths with competences that meet the needs of today's economy. Your Excellency, before I conclude, I have been requested by the Secretary General of COFTU that she wants to say a word. He wanted to submit what took place yesterday. Honorable, you come and say a word.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. This is just something simple, which was part of the speech, Your Excellency, but because of the time, the Chairman could not conclude. But the workers of Uganda, Your Excellency, when they met you yesterday, representing the labor unions, Central Organization of Freelance, COFTU and NOTU, had taken a consultation and took a decision to request you to be their choice as the candidate for presidential elections in 2026. And that is unanimous from the workers. And they just wanted to present a symbol in recognition of that commitment, a scepter to you. So I want to request Your Excellency that you humbly accept the symbol, which is the secretary should be able to hand over to Your Excellency, a scepter of leadership, which is a representative of the commitment which the workers of this country made to you yesterday, but also which they wanted to publicly pronounce and enjoin all the workers, Your Excellency, in the whole country to rally behind that cause, because you have liberated the workers of this country. Your Excellency, that's the simple request that the workers were requesting you to accept, to humbly take up that mantle.
In conclusion, Your Excellency, labor movement, we are so grateful, and we don't hesitate to give credit to your leadership. As all of us may recall, the previous government had placed various restrictions that interfered with the freedom of association, the right to organize, You have ensured the workers have a voice, and we are heard. We want to thank you, Your Excellency. I congratulate you upon this day. Wish all the workers of Uganda a happy Labor Day celebration. Solidarity workers. Solidarity workers. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman Daniel of the Central Organization of Free Trade Unions, Koftu, for the speech. I've also been reliably informed that the article that you had alluded to has already been delivered, and it is already with the President and the system. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I want to take this opportunity to invite the chairperson of the Federation of the Uganda Employers, Mr. Fred Wamwesige, to come and give the statement on behalf of the employers of this country. Mr. Fred Wamwesige, you are welcome. Come to the podium, please.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Justices of the High Court, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court who may be present here, the Honorable Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of Parliament, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners, the DPP, colleagues, members of the trade union leaders, colleagues in the Federation of Employers, whom I have seen here, my Vice Chair, Madame Sevriva, a member of the Council, Governing Council, Dr. Silva Mujisha, who is my immediate chairman, past chairman, our guarant, parade participants, please clap again for these smart parade participants, our security of people and other people who have been participating in the parade. I've seen my Lord, Dr. Stephen Kavuma, Deputy Chief Justice Emeritus, members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I know that many of our things have been talked about, but Your Excellency, allow me to say just a few things. I'm not going to repeat what has been said. I am standing here on behalf of the Federation of Uganda Employers, which is a member of the tripartite, and I extend my great appreciation in welcoming Your Excellency to this here. I am the President of the Uganda Federation of Employers, having been successfully elected on the 46th annual general meeting that took place last month. And I have my governing council members here. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to those members of the Federation that put all trust in me and the council. And most important, to pledge to foster collaborative partnerships with the government, with you, Your Excellency, the government, and our esteemed social partners, that is the National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU, COF2, and our strategic allies. Your Excellency, we commend the NRM government under your visionary leadership that the economy has remained stable. And statistics don't lie, Your Excellency. There could be other positions here and there, but it is factual that inflation has remained between 18 and 20%. And again, this is factual, even in this region of Africa. GDP is also expected to grow by more than 7%, which is outstanding by global standards. The parish development model, which has been talked about here, with its focus on elevating household incomes and welfare, stands as a testament to this commitment, Your Excellency, and government's emphasis on industrial growth, encompassing agro-processing, infrastructure development, service provision, ICT, reflects very well on defined priorities of our national development agenda. Therefore, Your Excellency, I would like to express the employers' commitment to support the NRM government in attaining the tenfold growth that will make it possible to achieve our national vision 2040. We would like also to express our commitment to continue supporting implementation of the parish development model and other government programs. We also extend our sincere commendation to the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development for its close collaboration with social partners, of which we are a member, on a number of critical issues that Your Excellency raised last year, and these include the important matters of labor casualization, the establishment of a minimum wage, and the promotion of one-acre model encompassing enterprise development. We would like to express our appreciation to your willingness to hold a meeting with employers to discuss how we can work together with you to accelerate wealth creation and job creation, especially for the youth numbers that increase every other day. Again, from your program where you are a champion of immunization and other things. And of course, also universal primary, secondary, and to a large extent, university and tertiary institutions education. Unemployment now stands at 12.3%. In this meeting, we shall further present to you the position papers, in another meeting, not this very one, that we have developed in an engagement way on the significant issues raised during last year's Labor Day celebration and the issues of yesterday's meeting, Your Excellency. We are very, very more than eager to collaborate with the government to further strengthen the achievements of the presidential initiative for skilling the youth. We are committed to facilitating linkages between trained youth and employment opportunities. Your Excellency, I would like to tell you that these are things that occupy us in our boardrooms, especially the not total question, some disconnect between training institutions and the skills that are required for industry and other activities. We still need to do a lot of things around that area. And we see the initiatives, presidential initiative for skilling, as a very, very good initiative that will get us there in the near future once we all work together through engagements. If need be, Your Excellency, this is a matter we need to draw an action plan and even work around it to get an MOU to show how serious we want to be in this area. And I want to mention here, Your Excellency, that it is very true that there are many people looking for jobs. But it is also true that there are quite a number of people who are not employable, at least in some areas of industry and other employments. I would like to pay special tribute to the International Labour Organization, which has been steadfast in championing our tripartite cooperation, including direct support to government and employers and workers, especially in areas of decent work program where we are realizing milestones. And we are, on this we are grateful for the NRM government for commitments to providing the financing for this program. On this special occasion of Labor Day celebrations, and I'm going very fast, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all workers for their support and contribution to our organizations, industries, and communities. Workers are not only a driving force behind our businesses, but also a very backbone of our nation and a foundation upon which the world's progress is built. We deeply appreciate that tireless effort and significant contributions. As we celebrate and recognize our workers, we must also acknowledge that the realities and challenges presented by the rapidly growing and evolving world of work, largely driven by technological advancements. And I challenge you to be on top of all these endeavors. Your Excellency, these appreciations would not end, but there are many, many partners that have helped us. I will give this speech to them, and they know that we have appreciated. Quite a lot of things that were discussed yesterday with you, I am not going to mention them. You probably will mention them yourself, but these were big milestones in our day-to-day work, and they form part of our strategic plan activities, and we are very, very, very excited. And without wasting time, we shall be asking the Minister of Gender, Labour, and Social Development, as usual, to champion this as we bring them on the table and reduce them to workable activities that Your Excellency will begin to see results of those. Otherwise, I commend the NRM government for the impactful initiatives in many, many areas: microfinance, PDM, SACCOs, and so on. Your Excellency, we know you have never rested in looking for how wealth can be created to include everybody, not just a few in our communities, and we really, really appreciate that effort. It is not for everybody, we know that, and how we wish that we could all be drawn into this and work together with our President to make sure that people's incomes are improved and increased for everybody's happiness. Our mission as the Federation of Uganda Employers is to enhance business competitiveness through effective policy advocacy, the fostering of sound employment relations, and the provision of market-driven business development services. Our overarching purpose is to contribute to build a better and more sustainable future by influencing, supporting, and delivering for business success. Your Excellency, we can talk the whole day, but we'll be having another time to discuss these matters. We are happy with the commitment transforming this country once again, taking into account that in 1986, just keep reminding ourselves that just 3.9 billion USO was the total sum of our economy. Today, we are almost reaching 52 billion US dollars. And if I were you, really, I would clap for that. By the end of this year, it could even be something in the region of 56.6 billion US dollars. We are very, very, very proud, resoundingly, of this achievement, Your Excellency, which means more money in our pockets. All we need now is to simply distribute it to all our citizens, what you are already doing through PDM. We want to thank Your Excellency and the government and everybody. With that, Your Excellency, allow me to stop here. As I have said, more work is ahead, and we are very, very glad to be partners in this endeavor. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Karamoja. Thank you, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Fred Wamwesiga, President of the Federation of Uganda Employers. The last speech in this segment is going to come from the representative of the International Labour Organization, and Mr. Ivan Sruanga, the head of the ILO office, Kampala, is going to deliver this statement, which he had alerted me is going to be brief, given the fact that we now have some very little time for His Excellency the President, because he has some other duties in a brief time. So we are sorry, we shall be able to conclude this session quickly. Mr. Even
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoni Kaguta Museveni, allow me to ride on the protocols earlier set by my previous speakers and simply say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand here today representing the International Labour Organization and also giving recognition to the work that the Republic of Uganda has brought on the table, where the International Labour Organization is closely collaborating. Today, Uganda joins the rest of the world in commemorating International Labour Day under the theme, consolidating on the gains of the parish development model for increased productivity and increased job creation. Labour Day is more than just a celebration. It is a powerful reminder of the invaluable contribution of workers to national, regional, and global development. Originating from the labor union movement of the 19th century, this day honors the courage, solidarity, and achievement of workers who fought for fair wages, decent working hours, and safe working conditions. This year, the International Labour Organization calls for all member states to renew their commitment to social justice, which remains fundamental for achieving inclusive growth and sustainable development. Your Excellency, today Uganda stands as a shining example in labor governance across Africa. Its progressive labor laws and inclusive administration systems continue to champion the rights of all workers, including vulnerable populations. Notably, Uganda remains the leading host country for refugees in Africa, and fourth in the world after Iran, Turkey, and Germany. Through your open door policy, refugees are not only granted safety, but have also integrated into the workforce, a demonstration of the nation's commitment to the ILO's call for inclusive economic growth. Your Excellency, today's celebrations in particular are historic as it marks the launch of the third generation Decent Work Country program for Uganda. Guided by 3 core country priorities, this decent work carries the highest seal of political will, a powerful testament to Uganda's unwavering commitment to dignify opportunity and prosperity for every worker. This launch by Your Excellency elevates the Decent Work program to the highest political commitment, reaffirming Uganda's unwavering commitment to advancing decent work for all. It is a significant milestone in our journey towards equitable and inclusive economic transformation. Your Excellency, as we mark this important day, let us renew our collective commitment to workers' rights, dignity, and social justice. The ILO, together with the ministry, stands firmly with the government and people of Uganda on this journey. Today, we can build a nation where every worker is empowered, every job is dignified, and no one is left behind. Let us build on the progress achieved through initiatives like the parish development model, which I cannot re-emphasize more. The children gave a very good poem. It is a plan that works. It's a plan that we don't need to change. In conclusion, the ILO underscores its unwavering commitment to fully support the implementation of the Decent Work Country program and calls on board employers and workers to move together to turn the vision of the decent work for all into reality. I stand here and thank you all and wish you a happy Labor Day. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, we thank you so much. Now the Deputy Directors of Ceremonies, are going to hand over to the Director of Ceremonies. Ekapoloni, Papa President, Ekakirol Alice Muwanguzi, Karamo Jongait, Nina Abuyo. We are now handing over to the Director of Ceremonies. Now you have got other colleagues who will also introduce themselves. Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Your Excellency, Abid Sam Diamoki, Secretary General of the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COF.
Kapoloni President Ikilakara Nore Akiro Mongini Joan Arayolo Ekobinga Krane Ge Ikilakara no.
Your Excellency, I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police Chuma Rusoke, as well as the police spokesperson.
Your Excellency, I'm Senior Commissioner of Prisons, Frank Baine, and Prison Spokesperson.
Your Excellency, the Director of Ceremonies today is Honorable Anyakun Esther Davinia, MP for Nakapipirit District, and she is also the Minister of State for Labor, Employment and Industrial Relations. She's taking over, Your Excellency.
Thank you. The President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, colleagues, Minister of States, Your Worships, judges and members of the judiciary, Your Excellency, members of diplomatic missions, honorable members of parliament, traditional and religious leaders, Inspector General of Government, representatives of Deputy IGG, Chairman and member of the Constitutional Assembly, Head of Civil Service, Permanent Secretaries, Chief of Defense Forces, Inspector General of Police, UPDF High Command, Resident District Commissioners, District LC5 chairpersons from the region, representatives of workers and employers, organizations, all workers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it's an heartfelt honor and heartfelt of joy that you welcomed to hold this year's National Labor Day celebration. And here at Nakale grounds in Nakapripi district. Your Excellency, I extend a very special and warm welcome to you, and I thank you sincerely for honoring us with your presence here today. Despite your demanding schedules, your attendance is here a testimony to your unwavering commitment to the dignity and welfare of Ugandans and workers. We, the people of Nakapriprit, are so delighted to welcome you, Your Excellency. Labor Day is more than a celebration. It is a powerful reminder to all our shared responsibility upon the rights, the dignity, and welfare of all workers across the country. It also aligns with the core principles of the NRM, patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. These principles are not abstract. They inform real, on-the-ground government priorities, creating productive government, on employment, protecting rights at the workers, and strengthening the social protection systems, and promoting meaningful social dialogue. At last year's celebration in Fort Portal, representatives of the workers, particularly for NOTU, raised concerns regarding the increasing prevalence of precarious and casual employment, which often leaves workers with access to social protection and fundamental rights. Your Excellency, in your wisdom, you listened and you acted. Under your directive, the ministry initiated joint labor and occupational safety and health inspections, beginning with all industries, business parks across the country. Allow me to report on this. We have so far inspected 62 workplaces, engaging 316 key participants, including CEOs and HR of OSH managers. 42 of these provided detailed responses, which allowed us to evaluate compliance levels. At the initial point of assessment, OSH compliance was at 26.7%, and labor standards compliance stood at 11%. Following a month later, these numbers have improved from 35.2% and 0.2% and 15% compliance. The findings corresponding with both progress and urgency. We are moving forward, but a lot more work remains to be sure compliance is with Ugandan's laws in every workplace. Your Excellency, as our chief worker, we kindly request your continued support in implementation of the third Decent Work Country program, which you are set to launch today. The program is key to improving working conditions and also enhancing labor productivity. Excellency, I want to shorten my speech and go straight to recognize my colleagues who are here. The ministers. We have the third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Nakadama Rukia, Honorable Francis Mwibasa, thank you for coming, Honorable Ellen Adoa, Honorable Minister Peter Lokeris, Honorable Minister Mutuzo Peace, Honorable Minister Akelo Rose Lily, Honorable Minister Atenyi Balam, who has been with me for the entire week. Honorable Betty Amongi, Minister, Honorable Minister Nambozo Florence, Honorable Minister Gidudu Mafabi Dominic, Honorable Businje Victoria Rusoke, and Honorable Namuyangu Jennifer, Minister Oleru Huda, Honorable Minister Mili Babalanda. The second members that we have here, we have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto and James Treheyo. Your Excellency, I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the key individuals, partners, people who have worked to increase, one, the household income of the people of Nakapriprit, and also the water coverage of the people of Nakapriprit and the security. Your Excellency, we have an award for the following. An award for Innovation Africa. As Nakapriprit District, this organization has installed solar piped water to the manyatas of your people. Your Excellency. At the beginning, we had water by 4 years ago at 58%. But at the moment, the people of Nakapriprit are enjoying water availability at 77.8%. We shall request the country director of this organization to step forward. The second organization, Your Excellency, is Give Directly. Your Excellency, the people of Nakapriprit have changed from household poverty to household income families. Give Directly. This Momo provided an update on Give Directly cash transfer program that was implemented in Nakapriprit District, District in Karamoja region. It aimed at complementing Uganda's parish development model and contributing significantly to the objective of the National Development Plan 3. Give Directly has a lot of strategies, but I'm going to go straight to what funding and deliverable we have here. Your Excellency, the cash transfers per household at 3.5 million shillings via mobile money. Your Excellency, the households covered so far in the district are 10,848 households, and those are 70,901 individuals. Each has received 3.5 million shillings in Nakapriprit district. Aligning this Uganda development plan, our initiative of directly aligns with NDP3 strategic goal to lift over 3.5 million households in 17.5 million Ugandans out of poverty. Your Excellency, the meals have increased, the infrastructure, access to health, adequate housing, and over 45% have invested in cash, and most of it is in agricultural inputs, buying land, assets, businesses, and move to sustainable, to commercial. Your Excellency, I want to call the following: Ivan, the country director of Give Directly, to receive the award from Nakapriprit District Local Government, the country rep of Innovation Africa, and the UPDF Division Commander. This one is coming from the entire region. We are awarding the UPDF, Your Excellency, through you, Your Excellency, and we thank you so much as the people of Karamoja that we have achieved peace. The people of Karamoja have also thanked the CDF for being very supportive, and currently we have a commandant who has been working with us very closely and is down to earth person, just like how Don Nabasa did. They also have an award, Your Excellency, and I'm going to request the Right Honorable Prime Minister to come and give them this award, and you'll take just a photo moment with them. Your Excellency, on behalf of the people of Nakapriprit and Karamoja, I have only 2 memos to present to you and 1 single request. Your Excellency, we have been talking from 2010, the issue of the cows that were stolen at the protected plants, kraals. I will request the division commander to come and join to receive the award from the region for you, because this is Labor Day celebration, so we are celebrating the changes you have caused in the community. Excellency, there is a list here that I know I will represent to the Attorney General of the original people whose cows were stolen at the kraals in Kageta. Other lists were being... For the water and the divisional commander to come there. Director, Country Director, Innovation Africa, please step forward. Your Excellency, I have an original list of the stolen cows. This list was stamped on the 10th of May, 2010, unlike others that were being represented before I came to Parliament and they were infiltrated. I will hand it over to the PPS when I leave the stage. Your Excellency, my last request, Your Excellency, I want to thank the following people. I want to thank Palatio, the contractors who are here. Where are they? Can you stand up and wave at the President? Palatio. The contractor, they helped us to flatten this ground at a 0 cost, just because of the social corporate responsibility they gave to the district. The district team, executive members of the district team, my LC5 chairman, are they on this tent? Wave at the President, please. Wave at the entire team, the doc team, Engineer Oketayok, everybody was here on a daily basis. Wave at the President for recognition. Namalu prisons in particular, Your Excellency, the prisons helped us. Where is the CEO? Please, thank you so much for helping us to clear the ground together with Palatio. Your Excellency, lastly, I want to thank Theo Ronnie. He's the landlord, the owner of the land where we are seated. Your Excellency, remember Mzee Theo died in July 2019, and his home is just behind here. Your Excellency, I am kindly requesting, that's why I cut my walking from where you are to here so that I can save a lot of time. After this celebration, the family, the children have come from Germany, everywhere, to greet you as you pay last respect to their late father, who has been the first and the only Karamojong who has been to Lancaster on independence celebration. That is for recognition from Nakapripit district and from Karamoja sub-region for changing the lives of the people of Karamoja, Nakapripit in particular, on water, economic empowerment at households level, and security, which is paramount. Your Excellency, as I take an honor to invite the Minister of Gender and Labor and Social Development, Honorable Betty Amongi, to come and forward and make her remarks. May we all continue to uphold the dignity of labor. I wish all Ugandans a joyful and reflective Labor Day celebration. I am so humbled that you came to Nakapripit. It's so near from Kampala. Your Excellency, we have the best road in this region. We have the best road in Uganda as of now, and we appreciate for that. Thank you. We shall be waiting as we plan to go and pay our last respect to Mzee Athio in the next compound. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Head of Diplomatic Corps, Members of Parliament, religious leaders, representative of workers and employers, national leaders. I see Your Excellency, our cultural leaders and religious leaders seated. I have also other national leaders, the chairperson, National Women Council, and the executive. They are there. We have DPP, representative of IGG, the former Deputy Chief Justice, and I want to, Your Excellency, we are in Karamoja, where we have a cabinet minister in charge of Karamoja and also a state minister. I hope he will introduce the state minister for Karamoja, and it will be unfair when we are in Karamoja not to allow him to greet the people of Karamoja. Then I deliver the speech and invite you. Honorable Lokeris, please.
Your Excellency of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, because of time, all protocol observed. You are most welcome to the region. Your Excellency, you know, since you come, and that year when you arrived, you met me, and you did give me the appointment of special administrator for this area. The area was not known where it was moving. But now, what you have done, you are the true light of Karamoja region. Let me remind you a few things you did when I was with you. There was a time we were discussing about this road that should be tarmacked. But the people were saying, what is the internal rate of return for this road? Then you argue and say, no, I see prospects in Karamoja. Let us stimulate by making roads, and you will see the internal rate of return would increase. You see now, this road which has come, this one, when you argued and you got the money from the Islamic Development Bank, the road is here. Good enough you gave to a company from Turkey, Plateau. What he's doing on this road is so marvelous that most roads are not like this. And it will continue up to the appropriate period. And during the one again you allowed to be made by Ministry of Works up to Moroto. So here now, meet the one of Soroti. What more you have done? The imaginable things we didn't expect. The day again we were together discussing about power. We said, where is the money? We said the money is what you yourself established, the electricity fund. When we had done the survey, we came to you with your neck, who was my minister. We said, the money is there. He said, where? We say, rural electricity fund. How much? $55 million. But for Soroti to Moroto is only 6. For this one, from Sironko to Amudat, 5, 11. You said, go ahead. We never asked you anything. Power is here. People are snoring under power. Instead of doing cottage industry with a zone. But it's good enough. It's there. For industries also, you said move. And that's why I brought KV 132, which has reached Kidepo. You imagine what you have done. And you are continuing. Now factories are coming, everything is coming. For me, I'm telling this Karamojong, if we want to change quickly, Museveni is the answer. Next election, because if you are seeing well, you are seeing where we are moving. These are the pleasures I want to tell you, Your Excellency. For us now, we used from Namalu to Mbale, a person used to pay 50,000 transport fare. Now it is 5, 10. And we are moving all the time. You can go 10 times if you want. So marketing is on the way. And you saw our ladies who came here. They were not very tired. You saw them all right. We grow a lot of rice here. If you want rice, don't import from India. It is important peace. But I'm trying to do peace. But there are a few things which bring problems. I think the budget was drastically cut. I want all the time to move in Karamoja, but at times I don't find time to move. And even my colleagues complain, say, you used to be very active. Why are you not coming? But I don't know, tell them that it's a problem. But otherwise, Your Excellency, you are most welcome. I am very happy. We know Karamoja is moving ahead in transformation. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, let me introduce Honorable Nambozo. If you can stand up, he's the Minister of State in charge of Karamoja, and she's always with the people of Karamoja. Let me also recognize Justice Jane Oku, Acting Principal Judge, was not introduced, and our Justice Linda Tumusime, our Head of Industrial Court. Thank you for coming. Your Excellency, many people have already said why we are celebrating Labor Day. To honor workers, celebrate their contributions, advocate for fair labor practices. Your Excellency, our labor force remains the backbone of our economy. Therefore, today we are recognizing the importance of promoting and protecting the rights of workers. We are assessing the challenges we continue to face, opportunities that lies ahead, and recommitting ourselves to ensuring that we enforce employment practices that enhance productive employment. Your Excellency, I want to just give a slight characterization of our labor force. Our labor force is predominantly composed of young population, constituting 73%, who are under the age of 30, according to the Uganda Bureau of Standards 2024 census. This youthful population, Your Excellency, presents immense opportunity to build a dynamic, productive labor force. The international community defines the working population to be those between 14 years to 64 years. So when we talk about child labor, children 14 years are allowed to undertake some kind of labor. It is those that are below 14 that if the working population age is 14 to 64, Your Excellency. And in Uganda, this category 14 to 64 is composed of 25.155 million Ugandans, representing 56.7% of our population. There are more females, 13.8272 is the population of women, 13,872,000 are the women population that are in the world are self-employed. 24.5% are into family business, supporting a family business or working in a family business. 5.3% are employing themselves in their business that they have started. They employ themselves maybe as directors or MDs and also employ others. And 1.7% are into paid apprenticeship. Paid apprenticeship are those people, graduates, who come to your MDS and they are training, but you're giving them some little facilitation like transport, and they are being trained on the job. That constitutes 1.7%. Your Excellency, a significant portion of these categories of workers are engaged in informal and vulnerable employment. These vulnerable employments are things like when you are driving and coming here, you saw a lot of people selling at the roadsides. They are selling their tomatoes, they are selling their onions, they are selling their roasted cassava, roasted meats. Those are the people that are in the informal employment. And those in the informal employment are over 70% in the informal employment. Your Excellency, our unemployment rate stands at 12.3%, and according to the Population and Housing Census, a large number of the youth aged between 15 to 24 years are neither in employment or in education or in training. And these are the people, when you go to cities, you find they have created what they call jobless corners. They get up in the morning, they go to the towns, they go to the city, they don't have what to do, and they might end up being those who are stealing your phones, and you have to ensure that you are very careful. In terms of gender, women are more in the informal sector and unpaid work. And I think when you drive, you see majority of the women are the one on the roadside selling. And Your Excellency, our focus as a ministry and government is to ensure that these statistics of the people in the informal sectors are brought into the formal sector. and I am glad that several policies have been put in place and programs to address those challenges. The rollout of education and skilling under Ministry of Education, the BITVET, which are skilling people, skilling center, the macroeconomic policies that has attracted foreign direct investments, industrial parks and factories are promoting jobs. Your Excellency, other programs like Emyoga, Operation Wealth Creation, Uganda Women's Entrepreneurship Program, Youth Livelihood Program, the agricultural college that supports with tools and equipment for those who have got training from other entities. All this is to ensure that we absorb the statistics I've talked about so that they get into either self-employment or they are able to be employed by those who are getting this equipment and will employ others. We have several laws that we have put in place, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for assenting to the OSH, the Occupational Safety and Health Amendment Act, which we received 2 weeks ago, which is supposed to strengthen the Ministry of Gender, Department of Occupational Safety and Health in ensuring that inspection and enforcement of safety of workers is harnessed through that laws. We have the Employment Amendment Act. On top of that, we have the Labor Dispute Arbitration Settlement Act, the Workers' Compensation Act, which deals with the issues around compensation of workers who get injured or dies or falls sick in their workplaces. The Pension Act, the NSSF Act, the Public Service Standing Orders, to mention but a few. So these laws, Your Excellency, stipulates with clarity the issue related to fair wages. And this is one of the areas that there are many challenges, the issue of wages, where many people are not being paid commensurate with what the laws stipulate. Some people are paid as low as 3,000 per day, Your Excellency. That's why sometimes when you are driving, you will find where the people are within industrial park walking with a large number. So the issue of fair wages are addressed in the law, job security, safety and health, working hours, social security benefits, gratuity, maternity and paternity benefits. Of course, although the law exists, we still find some unscrupulous people who still do not follow the law, Your Excellency. And I'm glad that yesterday when you met us with the workers and Federation of Uganda Employers, they explained to you the challenges of casual workers. And your guidance will help us to, in the ministry, to streamline the issue of casualization of workers. The issue of working without written contracts. Most of the workers are given oral contracts. It's even worse where most of these are subcontractors. Your Excellency, we have this practice which we will bring a cabinet paper on. The circumstances where established companies are now using agents to recruit for them and negotiate. The agents are the ones who negotiate the wages, and they take the employees to the companies, and when those employees get a problem, the companies say, those are not our employees. You talk to the agents. And the agents do not have the licenses to employ people, and it does not have the mandate to compensate, to treat injury, and so on. That lacuna, we will bring a paper in cabinet. The issue of safety, occupational safety and health, we have a lot of circumstances where workers are dying I think in the last 1 month we recorded about 3-4 deaths because of lack of following stringent occupational safety and health in workplaces. There is issues of unfair termination, the issue of some of the employers rejecting the right to collective bargaining, and so they will not allow workers to form their collective bargaining association and unions within the company premises. Your Excellency, as a ministry, we are mitigating these challenges. We are enforcing labor laws. We have strengthened labor officers. We are asking local governments to recruit more labor officers because now we have money to pay and train labor officers who are mandated to go into those workplaces, inspect them and enforce and recommend penalties. We are also enhancing penalties, and I want to really thank the department for the enforcement of penalties. Your Excellency, enforcement of penalties on the side of NSSF has enabled NSSF to increase their collection, because enforcement, ensuring that all the workers are counted and contributions made, and if an employer does not make contribution, NSSF moves in vigorously to ensure penalties. It has enabled NSSF to move that fund from 18 trillion now to 23 trillion. And with the new regulations of voluntary contribution, I'm also glad and notify you, Your Excellency, that the amendment which you permitted, that NSSF should open up, and any Ugandans who want to voluntarily save with NSSF outside the law be permitted. The regulation was done, and in the last 2 months they have moved that contribution from voluntary savers to over 5 billion. So I want to attest that enforcement works, and we are going to ensure that we enforce on issues of externalization of labor that many Ugandans talk about. Your Excellency, this financial year we now have money to scale up recruitment and placing of labor touches in the destination countries. Already you guided us, Your Excellency, and we had support from ESO. We have labor touchy in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We are now going to have in Qatar, Jordan, UAE, and other countries. Because labor touches are those people with knowledge, and when they're in the countries where our externalized workers are, they are able to follow the complaints inside the countries, enforce labor laws, and where there is a problem, they are able to reach the ministry quickly, and we are able to respond. Your Excellency, I want to now conclude on the most important aspect of our theme, which is consolidating the gains of parish development model. And I want to test Your Excellency, which you know very well, that PDM has been a game changer for promoting local and rural entrepreneurship and generating employment at the grassroots. Without targeting rural and grassroots to get into employment and get into commercial agriculture, it will be difficult for us to sustain where we are moving into the middle income economy. And the data we got from the PDM Secretariat, Your Excellency, is showing that those that are now in coffee under PDM is 265,460. Those who have benefited under PDM in coffee. In other crops, 742,169. Piggery, and I know many people Ugandans are very fond of pork. In piggery, there are 280,847 producers under PDM. In poultry, there are 261,000 181. And in dairy production, there are 72,429. So within the period of PDM, we have seen a reduction from the previous statistics of those in the subsistence economy at 39%, and it has now reduced to 33%. So, Your Excellency, PDM continues to lift many rural people out of poverty and creating jobs. And therefore, this theme today on consolidating PDM emphasizes the need to build on the progress made that will enhance productivity and inclusive job creation. With that, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity, all the other programs that we already have, which is upcoming, to complement PDM is stated in our booklet, programs.
Mata Karamajong, Rakaranoi. Somebody should translate in the local language. Somebody translate in Akaramajong.
Ikimalai wani ya kapolo ni yok, balai wanda ada mata.
The Deputy Prime Minister, the ministers, the labor leaders, all the other leaders, and members of the diplomatic corps, and the wananchi of Karamoja.
Ikimala tana inyeli woni dadang, agia woni ngetungangu ya lokinga, kape ikangulu ikitiyeka wani kwa etuwane bogo ya Prime Minister. Kana itu woni Karamoja wadada.
Because we have been here for a long time, I will try to summarize. Translate for them.
Ayaka eboi wani anege akawoyan. Achamte na yanga kronugo atubutubu ni uniwaka.
Now, there is a word in the Bantu dialects called Enshoni. In Uganda it is Ensonyi. This is when you feel embarrassed or ashamed to do something bad.
Ya kroto ngene ya itoma na kituki ngune gelegelea na itera kroto na ga ale chitingna terio toriam ara kikipiya kitia etichingolete mognogitia.
And that Enshoni is the one which makes you avoid doing certain things because people will look at you badly.
Rana itingna akroto na atemarebe ale chitingna teritungana nto yakaunori apaginete mognogitiyeti.
But we had a name in Ankole, Nshoninche, the one who has no shame to do anything.
Anna ina bodwang nyankole yakroto ne bokoi itungana ni nyemeli tatemari nyeti yatangunarno kori itungana ni nyamam nyekere.
How do you say it in Akaramajong? The one who has no shame to do anything.
Atami ibore bokoi wana la erere nyebi ni krea itungana ni nyemeli tera la erere tieti chikwangene chamito.
Would be who?
Ala erere.
Ara Iren.
Ala erere.
There are some other Iranians in Uganda. Translate. I'm saying because the opposition and those who oppose NRM are really Iran.
Nera ngitungangulu etiakara neni yogorimule bogo yonu ko opposition era ngitungangulu ya laire.
They have no shame, no embarrassment.
Now,
I am glad you arranged this May Day in Nakapiripiri in Karamoja.
alakara na iya na kolongite na nera ikiaitu wani ngadu bananugu ikitale ngadu bananugu na kolongite na alokari mojo ngana ka piripiri,
so that you can shame the Iranian people.
Anera ani kitiya wani ngakron guki mama kuyan.
So you had you had Lokeris was telling you about the road.
Ikipoto de kawan tarera lokato ko Lokeris gori papa yo ko Lokeris iruoronga krongo na jua kamune tapito rugudei.
About the electricity.
Iruoro tarenguna kalai.
About the immunization. The immunization. That's why the population of Karamoja has gone up. Those young people you are talking about, young people, were you not marrying in the past? Where were the children?